racing here at Suzuka on the East Course in wet conditions in the MX-5 Tourings. Kireth on pole position, Phantom Buster P2, the lights are coming on, out they go, green, and we go racing here in Japan once again. Good start for Kireth from pole position, Phantom Buster P2, great start as well for Graham Games from the second row of the grid. Is challenging Bob's Your Uncle for third. Championship leaders side by side with Graham Games. Graham Games holding in there quite nicely. Team situation to update you on, because championship points in this one are determined by how your team does, not necessarily just by where you are in the overall standings. 5 teams, of course, 2 duos. Mike 28771 and Phantom Buster are team 1. Kireth and Chunky YB are team 2. Not Phantom Buster, it's going to be, who else's name starts with a P? Playwright. It's going to be Playwright and Mike 28771 as team 1. Kireth and Chunky YB are team 2. Phantom Buster and Bob's Your Uncle team 3. Rycam and Deacon Duke team 4 in an all-American affair. Dream and Graham Games are team 5. We'll keep you updated with that situation as it goes on. End of lap number 1 then. Kireth leads from Phantom Buster. Graham Games is third but has a penalty. Chunky YB has had a good start, is up to 4th place. Something has happened to Bob's Your Uncle here. Bob's Your Uncle has fallen down from where he was in the early stages of this race, side by side between Mike 28771 and Deacon Do. Deacon Do's having a good night so far. It's going to be up the inside potentially as they go through turn 2, but no, Mike defends around the outside. Really good stuff, holds on to 5th place. Playwright is in and out again. I think Playwright has had a tyre change there. I think Playwright was on a full wet tyre, needed to be on the intermediate tyre, and has had to go in. He's losing so much time on those full wets. Dream, GSXR, a bit of contact between Deacon Do and Mike 28771. It's getting spicy out there, as we thought it might do in this format here tonight. On board now with Dream, GSXR. Side by side between Mike 28771 and Deacon Do up ahead. Deacon Do switching back to the inside. That's a lovely move from the American if you can pull it off. Bit of a moment for Dream GSXR trying to cut in the grass, but look at that from Deacon Do. That was almost Mantelas. Oh, but he's lost it on the outside there. Didn't get a good drive off of the corner. Side by side again. There's a bit of contact with Mike 28771. Is Dream going to have an opportunity here on Mike 28771 as they go towards the first turn? Very easy to get your braking wrong here into turn 1. Good speed for Mike round the outside. Holds on to 6th place, but has he run wide at the end phase of turn 1? No, he's actually recovered that really well. Deacon Do weak though off turn 1, and he's going to lose the position to Mike 28771. So Mike 28771 back up to 5th place. Deacon Do doesn't seem to be happy on the exit of the first turn. That is the 2nd lap in a row where that's happened to him, that he's just lost out, and this time it cost him a position. Bob's Your Uncle has found a way past Dream GSXR in all of that. He's up to 7th place. Deacon Do looking down the inside of Mike 28771 once again as they come round to finish lap number 4. Right up against the grass there was Deacon Do. Dream GSXR is potentially going to have a go here at Bob's Your Uncle into turn 1. He's got to get it done on the brakes. Very difficult to use a slipstream in these cars. In the end, Dream GSXR just withdraws from that one. Change for 2nd place. In fact, Chunky YB is slow off of turn 1. Will lose that 2nd place to Graham Games, who's having another really strong first half of a race here. Graham's been knocking on the door for a good result for the last couple of events. Kireth though, 3.1 seconds out ahead of the rest of the field. This is super work from Kireth. Consistently in the low 57s, the high 56s. Just trying to find a little bit of tyre calling there. Has got to take care of these intermediate tyres. Chunky Ribena under challenge here from Phantom Buster 5, and that's going to be a good move for... Oh no, back comes Chunky Ribena round the outside. Phantom Buster held his line. Actually, I think Phantom Buster is trying to let Chunky Ribena back through here, and this is going to open things up for Mike 28771, who drives straight through the middle of all of that, retakes not just 5th place, but is now up to 3rd place. I think that was all about Chunky Ribena and Phantom Buster being very gentlemanly to one another. But in Phantom Buster trying to let Chunky Ribena back through, it's actually cost himself about 5 positions in all of that. Bob's Your Uncle is in. Now, this is interesting. Bob's Your Uncle pits, clearly not happy with his intermediate tyres at all here. The rain persistent and continuing to fall here at the circuit, and I just wonder, well, Playwright went on to another set of intermediate tyres. What goes on to Bob's Your Uncle's MX-5 here? Set of inters or full wet? No, he's gone for a racing medium. Well, this is brave. This is very brave from Bob's Your Uncle. He's gone for a slick tyre in at least damp conditions. I guess he's thinking with the championship lead that he's got, he may as well throw the dice here. He's gone out ahead of Playwright. Now let's see if his lap times can get down to the 57s and the 56s. Dream GSXR is in as well. Has Bob's Your Uncle spooked a couple of people here? Because we haven't had the data yet to suggest whether that is the right call by Bob's Your Uncle. Dream's going to be in a moment's time. Promotes Raikkonen 7 up to 7th place. Phantom Buster and Chunky Ribena trying to come through here. What has Dream gone for? Dream's gone for racing mediums as well. Here's where the main fight is. Mike 28771 and Deacon Do over 3rd and 4th place. Chunky Ribena, new personal best 57.7 last time around, but is off the circuit and he's going to lose positions there. I couldn't quite tell whether that was on his own, fully initiated, or a bit 50-50 in the middle, but either way, the result is that Chunky Ribena loses 2 spots, is now down to 7th place. Phantom Buster up to 5th. Raikkonen 7 in 6th. Now, what is the pace like? It's good. It's very good for Bob's Your Uncle of 55.530. The trouble is for Bob's Your Uncle, he's 31.6 seconds back from Kireth. So 1.5 seconds, it's not enough. It's not enough of a delta, I think, at the moment. Bob's Your Uncle, I would say, needs to be pulling 3.5 seconds out over those ahead to realistically get back up into the top 3. Chunky Ribena is in and surely will go for racing mediums. I think it's clear to see now that the racing medium is the right tyre for absolute speed. More important right now at the halfway stage of this race is track position. Dream GSXR has, well, this will be his first flying lap on the tyres. Another 55 from Bob's Your Uncle. I think the likes of Deacon Do and Raikkonen 7, Deacon Do's had a problem there. He's fallen a long way behind where he was, 59.2 last time around. He's lost out to Raikkonen, he's lost out to Phantom Buster as well. Look at the tyres, look at the front left for Phantom Buster. Well, this is going to be the other aspect, that if the track is drying out, and it is, as Mike 28771's had an off as well, all the intermediate runners are in big trouble here. They're in big trouble because they're all now suffering with tyre wear as the track dries. They need more rain, and they need more rain fast. In fact, here it comes, right on cue. The rain comes now to save the intermediate runners, and it's now going to be those on slick tyres who are surely in trouble. Kireth's done a brilliant job to keep his tyres in check. Damage not too bad on his. Chunky Ribena's having a terrible time here. What is happening to Bob's Your Uncle? He's in trouble. He's in big trouble because he's on the wrong tyre now. The racing medium The slick tyre is not what you want as the rain suddenly teams down here at Suzuka. It was a bold play from Bob's your uncle, but the elements, look, he's struggling to get it into the pit lane. He's struggling to get in the pit lane. He's got to get off those mediums. As a surely, oh, Chunky Ribina's in the grass. Had only been on the racing mediums for a lap, 2 laps, and is now going to struggle to get back to pit lane. We've lost a driver as well. I think we've lost Dream GSXR. Well, chaos here at Suzuka. The dynamic weather has very much changed things here tonight. But I'd wonder as far to say that if the rain really starts coming down, and it is coming down now, very, very hard indeed, is this now territory for a full wet tyre? I think it's worth it. I think if you Mike 28771 or Raikkonen 7, you're off the podium anyway. Kireth's in. So Kireth's gone in, maybe thinking that, well, my lead is 7 seconds. Yes, I'm going to lose track position here, but if the full wet tyre is significantly quicker, this will be the right call. He's going to lose about 30 seconds in the process of doing this. Won't need any fuel, of course. Phantom Buster is in as well. Graham Games has stayed out on those intermediates. Very worn intermediates as well for both Graham Games and Mike 28771. Raikkonen 7 has also come out. Kireth has re-emerged, but has a 3-second penalty. So must have had a problem with... Oh, it's nearly going to go around. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. What a save from Kireth on those cold, wet tyres. The rubber compound simply not working yet. Needs to get some heat. We'll be clearing the water. The tyres will be very, very stiff right now. So he's 14 seconds back now. He's going to be forced to take a 3-second slowdown penalty in a moment. But I would argue is now on the right tyre. D could do there on the intermediates. Relatively fresh looking intermediates as well there. That could be the time to be on if the rain stops, of course. Kireth's going to take the penalty here. Was closing in on those ahead. Mike 28771 still circulating. 10 seconds behind Graham Games. But for Graham Games, I think you've just got to stay out there. You've just got to stay out there now. It's completely flipped from where it was a lap or so ago. Your fate is in the hands of the racing gods right now. But all of this changing tyres means the time is going down. 4.5 minutes remaining. If it dries out, he's in a prime position. If it continues to rain, it's going to be very, very hard for Graham Games to hold on to this one. But if he pits, he loses it anyway. He's sliding in through there. He nearly slides accidentally down the pit lane. He's keeping the speed up and he's keeping the temperature in those tyres. There's Mike 28771. He is pulling away from Mike 28771. This weather has absolutely blown this race apart. How's Kireth getting on now? Another load of rain comes in. 18.4 seconds back now. Is he now questioning the choice of a few laps ago? He gave up track position. He gave up those intermediate tyres, which weren't too worn at that stage. He's losing time. He's losing time to Graham Games here. And Kireth may have given up, got the strategy wrong, and given up a race victory. Who would have expected this result? And then, oh, Graham Games is off! Graham Games is off from the lead of the race. Can he get it back on circuit? Yes, he can. How much time has he lost there? That was through, I think that was through turn 4. That was in the middle of the S's. He's really struggling now. He's lost 4 or 5 seconds with that off. But I think Mike 28771 is now struggling as well. D could do. This could be on for D could do, you know, because if the intermediate tyre is the one you need in the last couple of minutes of this race, but you need some tread, you need some grip, you need to have kept them in good condition, this could be on for D could do, you know. Deacon 2's beeping at Mike 28771 for him to get out the way. They are still closing in on Graham Games, and as we've seen, if Graham makes another mistake, he's going to lose that lead that he's got at the moment. Water being kicked up. It's mid-corner where Kireth is really strong. Bit more rain coming in now. Yellow flags are out. Why are the yellow flags out, I wonder? Deacon do side by side with Kireth for third place. Kireth, can he get the power down? He's trying to go around the outside. Kireth on the full wet tyre. Deacon do on the not too worn intermediates. Well, right now, it's advantage Kireth. Through he goes. There's going to be 2 more laps in this one. What arguably has been the race of the year. Graham Games still leads. Tyre wear isn't too bad. He's got a back marker ahead of him, which I think is Playwright. Playwright's often in the gravel there. He's going to get back on circuit. Side by side between Mike 28771 and Kireth. Kireth trying to go through into second place. He's got through into second place. But has got 7 seconds to fight. The rain continuing to come down, getting harder again. Last lap is going to be starting in a short while. Look at the time coming down now. For Kireth, 6.6 seconds. 6.5 seconds. If this rain continues to fall, 3 wide for third place. Going into the final corner, Mike 28771 holds on to it. Deacon do there in fourth. Phantom Buster, another one of the drivers on the full wet tyre, is in 5th place. On to the final lap. 6 seconds is the advantage for Graham Games, but it's coming down all the time. I think it's fair to say now he's not on the right tyre, but if he can just keep it on the road, he's going to take a first victory in the Kireth GT Creator Series. No! No! Into the wall! And a 1.5 second barrier collision penalty to boot. Here comes Kireth to take victory, to take the win. Has just got to find his way past Graham's. No, it doesn't even need to find his way past Graham Games now. Because of that penalty, he needed one more tour of this circuit to take a historic victory. The slowdown penalty line is coming up. Kireth's going to go around the outside with that better grip. What cruel, cruel luck for Graham Games. It's still likely to be a top 3. Phantom Buster's off in the background fighting with Mike 28771. What a crazy race. What a spectacle here at Suzuka. Kireth is going to take victory. Masters the wet conditions, but boy, oh boy, was it close. Graham Games takes second. Third for Mike 28771. Phantom Buster fourth. Deacon do 5th. Raikkonen 7. It's going to come home in 6th place in one of the craziest races I think we've ever had here on DDMM for commentary. Bob's your uncle, who went for the racing medium slick tyre early on in that one. It looked like it was a good move, but it turned out to not be the right choice. Finishes off the lead lap. Kireth is your winner for the first time in this season of the Kireth Creator Series, and may well have taken the championship lead as well with all of that. What an absolutely brilliant race that was. I hope you did enjoy that one at home.